Hello everyone, Yanni Plays here and welcome back to 100 Days the Winemaking Simulator. So what are we going to do in this episode? If you remember in the last episode we bought our second vineyard and currently the quality and the quantity from this one here is pretty bad, so I'm actually wanting to know when we finish our current turn with harvesting here if we have a little bit more grapes than what we had the last time. And then I also want to improve this one here that I don't have to go in at every turn and sell everything. So that means, oh yeah, we got quite a bit more on 144 hectoliters. So we almost filled one of our small tanks. I'm really glad to see that this year we got a lot of Chardonnay. And actually surprisingly the quality is good. That really surprises me, so let's see what we can get out of this one. I know at the end of the last episode I said, well, this one here we don't really going to care about if that's going to be a crappy wine, but if we continue like that, then who knows, maybe we are going to try to get a little bit of better wine. But like I said, I also want to improve a few things around. Ooh. Luckily we upgraded the board, so I was able to place that there. I want to upgrade a few things. Actually, let's go in here into the technologies tab. If we go into the warehouse, I would like to get the shop that attracts new customers and the commercial office that lets us do some marketing campaigns. I would like to do that to not only get more customers in, if I remember correctly from when I played the last time, one of those two actually lets me set up some automatic sell options, and I think it was the commercial office that you pretty much can say, hey, for this wine just sell whatever you can for up to this price, so that not after every single turn we are going to have to click on the new orders and go in here and tell them yes, we want to sell it. So because that would speed up the whole game. Because now we are at the time of the game where things take a little bit longer. Alright, well that's good for us. New wine trend on the Barbera. Barbera wine is what we have, and hopefully this year we are going to get a better one. Because last season we did not get a good one. But that was mainly because we forgot to clean half of our stuff. And yes, at the end of the last episode we went ahead and we cleaned everything. Let's see what we have here. Good quality, our usual 33 hectoliters, so we're just not getting tons of wine out of this vineyard here. We could uproot it. We could replant everything, but don't know if it is worth it right now, that early on in the game. Pruning our principal vineyard, that's the one up here with our white wine. Going for a medium right now. I also would like to get some different pruning types unlocked. We can go and check really quick how much that is, because you can see the Guyot here that we have is good for clay soils, but here we have mostly sand, so it would be good if we could change that up to actually increase the quality there. But here on our Brico, that is a lot of clay, so it's 45% clay, so here we're pretty good with that. And we also had a few game updates in, supposedly some of those things here should be fixed with the pricing wrong, and on our special order that it didn't show the price that we had the issue in the first episode. But things like that got fixed. But I still have issues when I click on it that sometimes it just does not sell it. Yeah, as you can see, had to click on it multiple times to make sure that this one here is actually selling. Well, let's go on to our Chardonnay really quick. What do we need? Sweetness. The last time we were all the way down and that was not good. So sweetness, we need to try to go as high as possible. So yeah, let's do a very short fermentation on this one. See if we can get as much sweetness in as possible. Alright, let's go ahead and age our white wine. Let's age it as long as we can so we can get a lot of body out. Just so again that we have more idea on where we need to stand. The last time we did very short. So if you go higher and the color gets darker, then we know that we're on the right path. If not, then we can skip aging the next go around completely. And let's press our Barbera wine. So this is some interesting grapes that we have this year. So we have to go somewhere in this area here to make sure that our tannin is good and we get as much body as possible. Well, this time, as soon as we go here over 10%, our tannin already gets higher. But just to try something new, let's just go full intensity this time. We're gonna have way too much tannin. But it's gonna give us more body, and we still have not reached our body goal of, I believe it's 8, maybe even 9. So let's just try something new this go around. Yeah, as you can see, the bottling is where a lot of money goes. So I just placed the bottling down for our Chardonnay, and it's gonna cost me over 5 grand just to bottle everything. That's gonna leave us with 1,000 after this one here. So luckily the Barbera we're still going to have to age, so that's gonna give us a few more turns, but we may not have enough money right now to bottle this one. Especially right now, it seems like the sales are not coming in that fast anymore. So, and we still have more bottling to do because we still have 43 hectoliters left. So of course I could, and I may actually do that, just sell that as bulk. But before we do that, let's see what we're actually getting out of it, because tasting is going to be done in this turn. And I'm really looking forward to see, wow, what an improvement, to see how much we're getting for that. So remember the last time we were, I think, at 30 or 33. We got $7 out of a bottle. Now we are getting almost $9 or euros out of it. So that is pretty good improvement. We have a lot of special flavor in it. We're perfect in tannin. We're perfect in sweetness. Body most likely need a little bit more, and acidity, we will check that in just a second, if we are over or under. But yeah, also down here it tells us we need more body. But that is great. Let's look in our journal. Yeah, I would say this one here is darker than this one here, so we need more body. Acidity, probably one less, about here, and then we will be good. But since we are pretty broke, I just go and sell the rest of our 50 hectoliters as bulk. Yeah, because I'm just going to run out of time with getting everything done, because I still have to bottle my Barbera wine. And we need to get our Barbera in quickly because we are starting to run out of red wine, and we don't want to run out of one of our products, especially one of our better ones. And we can complete another special order now, because he wanted that 60 quality. We have a 72 quality. So that is going to give us another good chunk of money. So we should have enough to bottle our red wine as soon as that's ready. And we are going to get some more reputation points. Now, reputation points is something that I haven't really talked about yet. Reputation points are up here. And we need to have a certain amount of reputation points to actually go into the higher upgrades. So if we go over into the winery, for example, or the warehouse, you can see if I want to do something higher here, like the local exhibition, then of course I need to have the commercial office, but my player also needs to have fame of 20, otherwise I can't even do that. And I need to have my warehouse in level 2. So now at the harvest on our principle. So if we go on here, you can see as long as we wait with the harvest, the lower the acidity goes. And we want the acidity lower. So I'm actually not going to harvest this one right now. Going to get all the other tasks done first. Now we run the risk that we can't get everything done. 60. So while the body is good now, the tannin, having too high of a tannin, actually is reducing the quality even more. So yeah, 13. That was a bust here. Why is it not letting me bottle more at one time? Well, as you can see, in our principal vineyard, the sugar is still going up. In our Brico, nothing is changing, so I am actually going to harvest this one first. Okay, now I figured that's why I cannot bottle more, because my warehouse runs out of space. Guess it would help if I would read some, but yeah, as you can see, I just bought a pallet rack so that we actually can bottle everything. Don't have to leave a little bit left and bottle it 1,000 times. So gonna give us another 1,000 bottles. Is wonderful. Oh, and as you can see in our Brico, we now have disease. This one here popped up. So we have powdery mildew. You see it on the grapes. Now, since we are already harvesting, not sure if we need to do something, because it is on, looks like it is on the grapes, but it for sure is going to not be helpful for our quality of the wine. Yeah, we have a low quality on this one. They not got a lot of wine because of not only the heat wave, but also because of our treatment that we have to do. So we have the powdery mildew. Now I need to harvest you first. You are more important right now. Alright, it looks like we can sell off a lot of our special orders. That gives us some extra cash flow, because we definitely need that, because I want to unlock the commercial office for 10. Kind of also want to unlock the shop, but let's go for the commercial office first. And then I believe that I need to go in here and buy that for another 15. So we have 26,000 on our bank right now, so let's go and purchase our commercial office. And as you could see, get that away, commercial office used up a whole bunch of space in here, so we soon are going to have to upgrade here. But again, the upgrade, while the upgrade cost isn't that much, it is the cost per turn that is for me always a turn off to upgrade too much early on. But let's see what we can do with our commercial office. So we can run a marketing campaign. As you can see, once we have room, we can run one of those campaigns and try to attract more customers. Yeah, so it's the last day of fall. Average quality, no tanks available. That is not good. Can I not go back? Leave this window? Why can I not leave this window? Go and buy a tank. This one here should be... It's a bug in my opinion. Let me see if I go back to the main menu. Now we're back a couple days, but at least I can fix my tank issue. And then we have to harvest our other one, because we are at the end of summer. And I'm wondering if it actually is letting me harvest that into the winter, or if stuff is just going to die off. It is still letting me harvest, so that's good. And that also should be a glitch. I just have one crusher, but it lets me crush both of them at the same time. So I had a few good sales 2 supermarkets, but as you can see, my wine log greatly reduced, but still we had a lot of wine in the back log, especially the Chardonnay is now just giving me a large amount of money on every single turn, so that is good. I liked it a lot, and I was able to bank off $50,000. So that brings up the question, but that is going to be for next episode. What are we going to do? Are we going to buy more land? We could work our way up to those 52,000 here and possibly plant a new grape that we don't have yet, another red wine. We could upgrade one of our buildings here. We could upgrade the warehouse and get the e-commerce building. Actually, let's go over here in a technology tab. That's easier to see. So we could go and get the shop going. So we could attract more customers and have more ways of making money. Or we could start in our winery to actually improve our quality of the wine. So get some more traditional casks that help us during aging. We will be able to get concrete tanks, so instead of the fiberglass tanks, so we can store more of the crushed grapes, and then we can get into all those different bacterias and yeasts to see if we can improve the quality. But that is going to be a question for next time, because that's where I'm going to leave it. Now, usually I would go ahead and record the next session here and then just release it 1 week later. But I think this time I am actually going to wait, because I want to see what are your feedbacks. What do you want me to do? You want me to buy another vineyard? Do you want me to improve our income and get more customers attracted? Or do you want me to improve the wine that we have? All 3 of them are viable options. Buying another vineyard would be the hardest one, because we would have to upgrade our board and we have to buy a lot more tools. But yeah, tell me what you want me to do, and then in a week we are going to come back here into this game and we're going to do what you picked. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.